Hello, my brothers and sisters, and welcome back as I continue to unravel the cosmology of this universe in Perfidious Pete Plays The Long Dark. Yes, brothers and sisters, I began to believe in the cosmology of the Long Dark only recently, and really as I find myself delving deeper into its mysteries, I'm beginning to think there really isn't that much to unravel. Brothers, congregants, fellow faithful, this world isn't a giant plate held aloft upon the backs of 4 giant elephants who are in turn standing atop an even larger tortoise. No, it is not as we always all thought. No, sir, the Long Dark. It is instead a pitiless, frozen black void stapled to the back of a ravenous wolf who is currently being devoured by an even larger, more ravenous wolf, and after that, why, brothers and sisters, it's pretty much wolves all the way down. Those, miserable sons of bitches, they won't leave us alone. And not only was that son of a bitch joke a pun, because, they're canines, but also, they're absolutely everywhere. They truly are magnificent sons of bitches. It's like the people here in the noble northern wastes of Canada have passed some sort of odd building code that requires and mandates that it is illegal to not have a wolf installed every 9.5 feet, so that at no time may any of my Canadian brothers and sisters ever be more than 10 feet away from a starving and ravenous predator. Not certain what Prime Minister may have passed that legislation, but I think we can all agree he too was a son of a bitch. That is all, my brothers and sisters. Go forth into this horrid darkness and preach the gospel of the wolf. I mean, yeah, okay. Immediately, I kind of petered out there at the end, but I don't know about y'all. I'm getting a little bit sick of the whole the wolf meta. I'm not even joking here. The wolves, man, they're getting out of hand. It feels like a balmy 4 degrees Celsius in here. We could start a fire, and I think I will. No, you know what? Actually, I'm not going to. There's a bedroll, I think, right up here. If we're lucky, maybe we can see it. Oh, did I spot it? I thought I spotted it. Pillow, bed, there it is. We're going to try and sleep the night through, but before we go to sleep, hold on. First things first, we should eat something and drink something before we go to bed, because, it's always the best way to get a good, hearty night's sleep by drinking a shitload of water right before you go to bed. That's always your best bet. You definitely won't have to get up 5 times in the night to pee if you go that route. Also, you know what you always want to do before bed? Eat like just a kilogram of raw venison. Actually it was cooked venison, but still. Just a kilogram of venison and like 4 liters of water. You're going to have the best night's sleep of your life. I guarantee it. So we're going to sleep actually 10 hours. I want to sleep until the sun comes up. And apparently in the long dark, every night is 4.5 billion years long, roughly. We're going to sleep for 10 hours. And I guarantee when we wake up, it'll still be dark. What a surprise. So we slept for 10 hours. We are now dying of thirst. What's the light level look like here? We drank 6. Okay, so, the sun's going to be up relatively soon. That's fine. I don't want to try and waste any more daylight. I don't need this cardboard box, and I don't want to set the bed on fire. Can I find that campfire? Oh, no idea where I'm at all, actually. There's a very slight lightness over in this direction, so like the campfire should be this way. Found a wooden plank. Campfire burned out. Okay. Now we are going to start a fire. And since we have 10 books and those things weigh a ton, I'm just going to go ahead and use a book to start this fire. Arguably, the smart thing to do would be to use something different, something that doesn't have quite as high of a chance of success, and save these books for when we need emergency fires. You're right. That would be the better way to go. But I don't want to be here forever. I'm just going to be long enough to cook a couple chunks of rabbit, maybe make myself a little bit of breakfast, and then just beat it. You're kidding me. 95% chance of success with the book, and it still failed, huh? I mean, sure, okay, fine. Well, this is a church. There's plenty of Bibles in here, and I can burn them all. There's nothing that, God loves more than when you go into a church, start a raging campfire on the floor, and make it out of a stack of Bibles. That's in no way sacrilegious. In fact, brothers and sisters, I think that is the truest of the Holy Testament, to turn God's words into the ephemeral smoke and fire of the burning pit and send them heavenward where they may affront the face of... You know what? Never mind. That's actually probably a really bad idea. So we got 13 minutes of campfire here. We also picked up some reclaimed wood. Some extra cloth that we could use to fix our clothing, perhaps. You know, we should take a torch here and really kind of look around a little bit. We do have a ruined torch. Let's add that as fuel to the fire. These 2 torches, you know, I probably don't need that one. How much reclaimed wood have we got? 1 of 2. Sure, we can add 1. Then I'm going to take a torch. I just want to make sure I didn't overlook anything here. How long has this fire got? 33 minutes. We're not going to be looking around for a whole half hour. I just want to make sure I didn't overlook anything. Oh, see, I did. I actually missed a book. I missed an opportunity to cast a slight and affront the Lord even further. Wouldn't want to miss an opportunity to piss off the Almighty. No, that's just not how I roll. Also missed a chunk of cloth, too. Missed a can of orange soda. See, we're finding all kinds of goodies. This torch thing was a fantastic idea. Now, that takes 4 minutes and my torch will burn out. We'll get that on the way out. Looked like somebody left a scarf hanging there. I really don't want to tear it up. I'd really rather just, you know, use it as a scarf. Wrap it around my neck to keep the freezing at bay. Alternatively, also to protect it from one of the 76 billion wolves that are in the area. Just throw our torch back in here. There you go. Do we want to stoke this fire? I only have 2 good logs. I'd really rather use something a little more expendable. We got 18 sticks. Let's pitch a couple of these on here. We got 90 minutes of campfire. That should be enough for us to replenish our water supply, cook all of this venison. Mostly what I'm interested in is cooking the venison so that we can get rid of the meat in our inventory so that we don't constantly reek of flesh. Because it's really bringing in the wolves, and the sons of bitches are aggressive enough as it is. They really don't need any encouragement. Okay, let's actually pitch on a couple more sticks here. How much water have we got? We have drank a lot of water, but we still have 4. You know, I'm gonna melt and boil a half a liter. We're probably carrying too much water as it is, and I do want to give the sun just a chance to come all the way up here. Let's boil a half a liter. That'll top off our water supply. Give the sun a little bit of a chance to get higher in the sky, and then we're gonna take some torches out of this. We're gonna grab torches out of this fire till they're gone. So take a torch, immediately extinguish. Put that in our inventory. No, don't light the torch on a campfire. Put the torch away now. Oh, put the torch away now. Put the torch away now. There you go. And grab another one. I wonder if we can light a torch off of a torch. I can drop a torch. Once it's dropped, can I use it to light another torch? Let's take a moment to learn here. Can I light a torch off of a torch? I can. Oh, double the torchlight. Okay, so extinguish you. Put you away. Grab you. Extinguish you. Okay, so we can light torches off of torches. This is the greatest thing since sliced bread. Give me one more torch. Extinguish that. Put that away. And I can't... Okay, I'll throw 1 stick in. Take a torch. There we go. Alright. Let's go begin our day. There are going to be between 25 and 90 wolves outside. How long does this take? 6 minutes. You know what? Break it down. It's fine. Takes 6 minutes to break it down, yo. Also, we should probably eat something. Just notice we're a little starving. There we go. Some sweet gamey venison. That'll keep us in. Probably top ourselves off with a little bit of sip of water. Honestly, we should probably start drinking some of this soda. We're carrying it around. It's fairly heavy. Also, we could use the bonus calories that we would get from that sticky, sweet, syrupy goodness. We haven't found as many cans of soda as I would have expected. Oh, well, look, there's a wolf. What a surprise. Piss off. Okay, while he's on the run, we too have to run. Otherwise, we're going to be trapped here forever. Oh, man, we're missing all kinds of cattails over here, though. All right, give me the cattail. I love cattails. You guys know that I have strong feelings about the usefulness of cattails, and that they're both a great food source and also potential fuel for the fire. I really hate missing all those. That's just a bunch of free calories. We like, oh, there's crows. Oh, they're probably circling that dead deer, though. Yeah, they're circling the deer. You want to keep an eye out for crows. Crows mean dead things, typically. When this torch starts to gutter and go out, we're going to drop this and light another torch off of it. I don't want to be torchless and get trapped in a car by a wolf for 17 hours again. We're going to replenish our supply of sticks. You know, the stick thing has been actually holding us in pretty good stead. We're not wasting time. We're not burning calories by, not wasting time, not burning calories, breaking down wood or branches. We're just sort of scavenging sticks as we go. I'm pretty sure our torch has gone out here. We're saving ourselves a little time, a little effort. What are you? Are you a bad, angry animal? No, you're just a rock. Okay. Better a rock than an angry animal. That's what I always say. The Long Dark has a preponderance of angry animals. How are we doing in cold? It feels like it's... Okay, it feels like negative 25 degrees Celsius. That's pretty darn cold. And that's with our new enhanced clothing, too, because we did repair some of our clothing to give ourselves a little bit bigger warmth bonus, but it doesn't really seem to be helping. Pete, how come you're mountaineering this instead of just walking on the road? Well, my theory is that while we may miss the opportunity for some cars or something, it seems vastly less likely we're going to find savage, angry predators up here. Also, we got a good vantage point. We can see a long distance. And we see what appears to be some manner of buildings and or shelter. And we're going to go rob them. Oh, Pete, is it actually... Do you really consider it robbery since everybody's dead? You're not really robbing. It's more looting, if anything. And you're not necessarily wrong. But we are taking stuff that doesn't belong to us. It's sort of the definition of robbery. Oh, I heard clomping, and I just immediately assumed it was a wolf coming to tear our throat out. Mostly because it's always a wolf coming to tear our throats out. We didn't go in a circle, did we? Did I just wander in a circle? I'm going to be real salty if I doubled back. Are you searched? Yep. Perfect. Good work, Pete. Wandered in a circle like an asshole. Nicely done. Well then, that was fantastic. How did we get turned around? We've definitely been here before. How did we get turned around? The road was on our left. We avoided the road, picking up sticks. Came down here. Picked up more sticks. We came into the church from this direction, though, and we went the other direction when we came out of the church. How did we wind up traveling in a circle? Oh, don't twist your ankle. We just got over our last twisted ankle, Will. Let's not go back to that, paradigm. So we're almost out of sprint juice, but, well, shit, now there's going to be a wolf up here, though. Maybe we should circle back around by the lake. Yeah, I know, you can't feel your feet. We'll go get warmed up again, I guess, back at the church, since we have stupidly wandered in a circle. I'm genuine. How did I do that? I came out of the church from one direction, and when I came out, I went the other direction. Or did we just approach it from a circle? Because last time, like, we went... Oh, that's what it is. We approached it in a circuitous fashion. Gotcha. So the terrain has deceived us, and we have wasted most of a day, and now we're going to have to go get warmed up again. This is bad, bad, and double bad. On the plus side, though, we now have some ablative deer we can use here to help scare the wolves away. Or alternatively, we're just going to run back into that church and start another fire, probably. In the meantime, though, hey... It's not an entire waste because cattails, baby.
Damn. Freezing.
Yeah, well, you know what? A little hypothermia risk is totally worth it for a delicious dinner of cattails. We're going to take as many of these as we can get our grubby little mitts on. They also make sure we never run out of potential fire-starting materials, in addition to being 150 calories for every single one of these bad boys we pick up. There's another dead deer over here, as well as rabbits. I suppose we could harvest the deer, grab the rabbit. That's going to make us have meat smell again, which I'm not too enthused about. I hate meat smell. But this guy is 4 kilograms of meat. We got to harvest him. It's going to take 2 hours? That's a long time. Let's see if we could get a rabbit first. I mean, we're already freezing. I don't know if I want to stay outside in the cold for 2 hours. What we could do... Let's get a rock out here. It's just, since we got 4 kilograms of available meat and a bunny over here who really probably wants to die. I mean, he looks depressed. It's maybe possibly, I wouldn't say suicidal because he's not coming right towards us. But he doesn't really seem that happy. Hey, bunny, come back. Don't make me throw long, man. I'm not that good at this. Turn, there you go. Turn around, bunny. Come back towards us. Come on. Come on, bunny. Come this way. Come on. Damn, it was a wily bastard. He's a crafty son of a bitch, this bunny. Oh, but his friend is considerably less crafty. He's coming right towards us. What a throw. And, oh, sorry. Oh, sorry, not sorry, bunny. I broke your little neck. Now I'm going to bring you over here on a fire and cook your carcass. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to pick up all the fire starting materials we can. We're going to build a fire next to this deer for 2 reasons. 1, we're freezing to death, and also we're very badly encumbered. 2, we need to warm up, and we can thaw out the meat on this deer by building a fire next to it, which will also make it easier to harvest. So let's build ourselves a relatively large-ish fire. Wait, are these crow feathers? Crow feathers. We definitely want those. Crow feathers are very useful. We can use those later to make arrows. Alright, so campcraft. Give me a fire. Start it right here. Sure, we got 10 books. Might as well use one. Plenty of cattail. Do we have, like, paper matches? Because I'd really rather save the wood matches. Nope, we sure don't. Alright. Start this up. I really don't want the wind to pick up because it will make our fire not last as long. Settle down, Will. You're freaking out a little bit. We're just going to get ourselves some meat, cook ourselves some rabbit. Everything will be fine. So we're going to try and build like a 90-minute fire, harvest this deer. Then I think we'll grab a torch, run to the church, and then we're going to have to spend, I guess we're going to have to spend another night in the church. Man, this is going to be like a not a lot of progress episode. But at the end of this, we're going to be... It's too windy to start a fire there. Says you. Too windy my ass. We have a ruined torch. Throw that in there. Any of our torches that are like low percentage, like that one, we'll chuck you in. Chuck you in. 48. 31. Our torch... excuse me? How did it just go down to 9 minutes? I threw a ton of sticks into this. Why did our fire go from over an hour to 9 minutes? In, like, the span of a heartbeat. Alright, get the meat. Just give me the meat. Starting fires outside is, in general, just a bad idea. There we go. A ridiculous amount of time has passed. Our fire is burned out. It's fine. We are encumbered now. Carrying too much stuff. Maybe we can herd a bunny in front of us. We don't have a torch. I was hopeful we might have a torch for trying to make it back into the church. Maybe what we'll do instead is chase a bunny out in front of us. Would you shut up and quit your whining, Will? How much does 4 kilograms of deer meat possibly weigh? It weighs 4 kilograms. Is that really slowing you down? It's 8.8 pounds if you're one of our imperialist savages. I gotta drive this bunny before me so that I can kill him and hear the lamentations of his women. I will see my foes driven before me. I will hear the lamentations of their women. But this is definitely the way we came from, right? Maybe not. I guess I don't remember. We've definitely been that way. Like, we went around that way, but we just didn't... Oh, God. It's a wolf. So I guess we have to cross that bridge, then? We came around it from the side. The geography here is what's fooling us. We get tricked by geography. Damn you, geography! Can we break this? We can. 250 calories. You know what? Yeah, break this down. We're going to be sleeping here another day, so you know what? We might as well just get everything we can. We're going to use as much firewood as possible. Let's ruin everything there is to ruin. Oh, are we hungry? I guess we're... Oh, I could eat anything right now. How about some raw venison? No, we have cooked venison. Just eat that. Maybe drink some of this water that's loading us down as well, too. Actually, we really at some point got to remember that we have sodas and we need to drink one. We're down to 0.44 liters of potable water. I guess we'll just spend the rest of the day patching up our clothes, cooking this meat, and then sleeping at nighttime. I mean, I like to sleep at the night. I don't know about you. It feels like a balmy 4 degrees C in here, so we're at no risk of hypothermia. We don't really have much else to do. It's too late in the day to begin traveling now. We also, our scent meter is just off the fucking charts, too. Didn't I just eat food? I just ate food. Why am I still starving? What is going on? I built a fire. The fire immediately burned out. I also, suddenly, even despite the fact I just ate 800 calories of venison, I'm still starving somehow? Was that like a tiny leftover chunklet of venison or something that didn't... I'm as confused as I've ever been. One other thing I do want to do. Get some old man's beard here. Okay, let's start. Newsprint roll. We're going to harvest you. We've got time. We're not freezing. We're a little hungry, but we're in no immediate danger of starvation. So let's start doing anything we can do that's going to waste time. We're going to break down some newspaper prints, make some tinder plugs, get some antibiotics. This bandage, maybe we'll manufacture, because we do have some old man's beard, right? Maybe we'll make a poultice. Prepare some reishi mushrooms. Okay. We already have prepared, we already have prepared these. Yeah, craft this down. Let's chop up some reishi mushrooms. Can do these again. All right, do them again. Not sure exactly how much time this takes, but it's fine. We're not in any rush. We're not losing condition currently. Craft me up some rose. We have 160 rose hips. That's a lot. Probably more than we're going to need. Torches, bandage. Can we make an old man's beard wound dressing? Yeah, let's do that. Because I know when I'm wounded, the thing that I think is, if only I could take an old man's beard and cram it into my wound. Ah, boy, what a day that would be. So we have plenty of tinder plugs. Newsprint roll. We can make tinder plugs out of regular newsprint, which we already have plenty of. I don't want to make them out of sticks, ever. Stack of papers. Makes 2 tinder plugs. I mean, sure. We have so many cattail heads. At this point, I don't know if we even need to begin making tinder plugs, but this is what the long dark has, like, ingrained in me. It's that whenever the opportunity arises, you always take everything all the time. Like, leave no stone unturned, leave nothing behind. Also, something else I'm going to start doing at night. Drop this, drop that, drop all of this gut. What do we got here? Fresh rabbit pelt. Drop that, drop that, drop that, drop them. Drop the rabbit pelts. Any kind of hide or anything that we have, we're going to want to start dropping that stuff so that we can let it begin to cure. We can maybe eventually use that as a leather source, possibly as we can make some rabbit skin mittens, whatever. Fresh deer hide. We can get these to cure by setting them down on the floor next to a campfire, which we're going to be building very shortly. We're a little, you know what? Drink this orange soda. It's almost gone bad anyway. It's down to 20%. We could use the calories. I don't understand why we're still starving to death. That's okay. We have the ultimate food stores. We have a shitload of cattail stalks. These will keep us from starving. They're also going to tear up the roof of our mouth like we're chewing on fiberglass insulation because they're nothing if not woody. It seems like pulping these up and maybe making them into a soup or something would probably be a little better for you. But, I mean, who doesn't love a little Captain Crunch flavor now and then, am I right? I love Captain Crunch. I want to keep burning these books just because they're heavy. I do feel a little bit guilty. I'd be like, oh, yeah, just, you know, sitting here, sleeping in a church, burning Bibles. That's the way it goes. This is what the apocalypse has reduced us to. Just committing the most sacrilegious acts of all time. The only thing I could do that would be more sacrilegious than burning a Bible in a church is, well, wiping my ass with the Bible in a church would probably be slightly more sacrilegious. But the second most sacrilegious thing I could do is eat that waffle that was stuck to the ceiling. It's not God. It's just a waffle that Bart tossed up there. But, you know, I'm still going to eat my God. So let's get rid of this reclaimed wood because we have more and also it's heavy. That gives us an hour 50. I should have harvested this rabbit before I built my fire. Oversight on my part. The smart thing to do would have been, all right, that's fine. Let's cook this. I guess we're going to just spend the rest of the day cooking. It's going to be like, we're going Iron Chef Bobby Flail here. We're going to grill the shit out of this. It's Grill Masters with Perfidious Pete. See, what you got to do when cooking over an open flame with Perfidious Pete, you need to get a sweet chopping, finely chopped source of cattails. Then you take the cattail heads, pull the seeds out, sprinkle them in there, and you rub that all over your venison there and make a marinade out of the cattail marinade. That's going to be some real good eating. You get the cattail marinade in there, everybody going to be happy. You really got to work it into the meat good. You want a good, thick, hearty rub in there. Get it on down, work it deep into the tissues. Once you got her all the way down there to the bottom, then you make sure that your fire is raging hot, like, 17 degrees Celsius, which actually really isn't hot at all. You get yourself a raging hot bonfire. Once she's good and raging hot, well, what do you do then? Well, you just slap that baby on there, get a nice sear on the outside, get her real black and crunchy on the outside, but leave her juicy and pink in the middle, because there's nothing healthier than eating fully uncooked meat, especially when you're out here in the wilderness far away from advanced medicines and any kind of aid you might find. Raw meat is really, generally the preferred method. How's our stink factor? Did it go down? Our scent factor is still a little high because we're carrying a dead bunny. Let's rip that bunny's guts out. Hey, bunny. I'm sorry. I'm not even going to take your hide or gut. I'm just going to take your meat. I'm going to spend 12 minutes and 50 precious calories ripping your flesh out. And the hide and gut, we're probably just going to throw on the ground because I don't want it. I don't want to spend the time. Not that we have time to do anything else, but we already have so much rabbit hide and gut right now, curing next to the fire. It's actually not the rabbit that I'm worried about. The thing that I'm worried about is actually the wear and tear on my knife. So let's just take the bunny carcass and we'll bring it over here and we'll drop it on the ground. There you go. So long, bunny carcass. And hey, no more meat smell. We no longer stink of meat. Our deer hide is curing up nicely. Do we need to enhance our fire? Not really. I mean, we're going to be going to sleep very soon. Actually, what time of day is it? It's like dusk. I really wish we had something else to do with our time. I suppose we could... Okay, let's add a couple more sticks here. And we'll repack our water supply. Give me a liter. We'll melt and boil a liter of water. Somehow we're boiling water on a 20 Celsius fire, which in and of itself is a relatively impressive feat. I'm boiling water 80 degrees below its actual boiling temperature because I'm the greatest science man who has ever scienced. And then we don't really have anything else to do. I mean, we should eat some of our food that we have just prepared since we did spend all day cooking. What do I want to eat? I mean, I've got a choice today. I'm going to eat this because it's not a whole lot of calories. And I'm thinking maybe we'll take whatever our, most tragically low condition soda is, and maybe we'll just drink that. 85, 74. We got one soda that's down to 53. Alternatively, we could just drink water. Now, let's go ahead and drink the soda. I'm trying to lighten the load a little bit, and I mean, our carrying capacity is 29 kilograms. We're actually rocking at 35, so we're like 16 pounds over the max. Nice and warm. Dusk is setting in. I think we'll do the save trick here. Just do a little quick insy-outsy. And we're going to be spending another night defacing God's holy temple. And then I guess next time we'll head across the... Next time we'll head across the Bridge of Mystery. We're going to need to make sure we have a freaking torch in hand, though, because, of course, wolves are everywhere. They're ubiquitous, brothers and sisters. Allow me to close the episode the same way that I opened it, espousing the talcum. The talcum? No, that's actually not the word I was looking for at all. What was the word I was looking for? Talmud? Talmud, there we go. Allow me to tell you the Talmud of the wolf. In that here in Canada, post-apocalypse after the geomagnetic event has ravaged this world, the wolves they are numerous, the wolves they are hungry, and the wolves they are omnipresent. Just like our Lord, and I guess I was going to say Savior, but he doesn't exactly seem to be doing a whole hell of a lot to help out your old brother Pete now, does he? High above in his golden palace of paradise, and you know what? Honestly, I'm finding it hard to be enthused with him right now. It's all about the Talmud of the wolf now. There's nothing else. There are only wolves. I'm going to go sleep in this bunk. Thank you very much for watching, brothers and sisters. I'll see you again soon.